Mabel is one of the most beloved short-run Broadway musicals of all time. It is Jerry Herman's own favorite of all of his shows and scores. It was directed by Gower Champion, starred Robert Preston and Bernadette Peters, and told the story of the tumultuous relationship between Hollywood director Mack and his muse, Mabel Norman.
The hype for the project was through the roof, but reviews were mixed, and Clive Barnes said, "We have all seen a musical with book trouble before, but this one has book trouble so bad that it is practically library trouble."
That's the real Mack and Mabel, by the way. Yeah.
Cool. It also seemed that audiences could not equate the creative team that gave them Hello Dolly with the show that was essentially a sad love story. And in the story, it turns out Mack was so busy inventing the Keystone Cops and silent film comedy that he forgot to tell Mabel that he loved her, and she died before he could.
People are so invested. Still, theater benefit parties booked tons of tickets to this super promising vehicle. This is amazing, check it out. There used to be a listing in the New York Times of charity benefits attending each Broadway show every week. So you could look and be like, oh, an adoption service charity, I want to go see Mack and Mabel for them. And very strange, very strange. But anyway, that makes a lot of charity events because Mack and Mabel was going to be the event of the season. And here's Pete Hamill and Shirley MacLaine at opening night with their playbill, which I thought was pretty cool. People expected a lot from the show.
And yet, critics and audiences sensed that traditional musical comedy was dying in the period that followed Hair in 1968. There was a string of disappointing projects by all of the former hitmakers before Sondheim and Prince proved that you could do a new kind of musical play, and people saw that the rock musical wasn't going to end musical comedy altogether. Mack and Mabel may have been the most promising of all these projects, and yet it closed at the Majestic in 1974 after only 66 performances. And the score includes such songs as I Won't Send Roses, Look What Happened to Mabel, and Time Heals Everything.
Reactions to that. Bernadette in rehearsal. Interestingly, the nominees for the Best Score Tony Award that year were The Wiz, which won, Shenandoah, The Lieutenant, which ran 7 performances, and a straight play called A Letter for Queen Victoria. Librettist Michael Stewart was so outraged at the Tony Committee having overlooked Jerry Herman that he paid for a full-page ad in Variety, which was an open letter expressing his anger.
And indeed, the score of Mack and Mabel seems to inspire fierce love from those who hear it. Here to sing Time Heals Everything is Molly Hager.
Time heals everything. April, August. If I'm patient, the break will mend, and one fine morning the hurt will end. So make the moments fly, autumn, winter.